If you're taking too long to ask the question, I'm going to say, so what's your question? We all love you, but we got to get to where we're going. Okay. Please start it off here.
Hi, Jasmine.
Love you back.
So what are your thoughts on like third-party posting apps like Planoly, those kind of things?
I love them for the planning component. I am not an advocate of the automatic pushing out because Facebook and Instagram is owned by Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg likes the attention. I have noticed and tested that when I use a third-party app, I don't get as much organic reach. I have not pressed or tested the automatic push out, but let me just tell you, if I had a party and I invited you and you sent your cousin to me instead, I'd have a feeling about you. This is all a platform. Mark Zuckerberg says, I give you this free highway to drive, and you don't even have the courtesy to come up and press the send button. I am a fan of scheduling posts on Facebook, scheduling them, and then going in and manually publishing them. It makes a difference. And this is, y'all, I sound like I'm wearing a tin hat, like all this like conspiracy theory. I just test. That's just it. I just test. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, doll. Let's come over here.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I want to know, you recommend posting at least once a day. Like,
Yes.
how do you manage like stories versus posting?
I do that myself. I am the CEO, and my main focus is marketing. I will stand in the front of it because I'm going to be the gatekeeper on creating an experience and how you feel about myself and social curator. I do all of my own posting. How do I handle it? Every single month, at the beginning of the month, I look at what I'm doing. Social media holidays, national holidays, and events like Entrepreneur Experience. I know I'm going to be in San Diego. I have a little cute little outfit on. I have my camera. I tell my husband, I need a photo here. I plan for the photos that I need to take without feeling the pressure to actually take them. I use photos that I have taken at different points in my time in life. Me holding a cup of coffee, I could post it 2 weeks later because me holding a coffee is evergreen. Okay, so what I am doing is I'm creating a cachet of photos that I can put out. And yes, there have been times where I know I'm going to be very busy, AKA going to a launch, where I ask my husband or whoever has a camera, I can set up my own self-timer, and I will plan out 3 outfits because I just want to do my makeup and hair one day. I do 3 different outfits, full body, half body, coffee, running, writing, computer, right? Change my outfit. Jumping, smiling, coffee, computer, hands, dog. Change my outfit. Running, cutting. Like, this is about scaling our content, thinking how do we serve our people, how do we show up, and how do we not lose our time and sanity in the process.
Thank you.
Thank you, Boo. Thank you.
So, which is my question about DMs. So I help people get out of physical pain with body work and movement. And so anybody who posts like, my knee hurts, I'm like, oh my God, I can help you. But I don't want to be like over aggressive in their
Yes.
DMs, you know? So like, how do you open the conversation without being like, hey, I can help you. Oh my God, I can help you.
Lead with value. So in this particular situation, I practice what I preach. People will DM me and say, hey, Jasmine, how do you build a brand? And I was like, I got like 350 characters and 2 thumbs, and I'm just going to give a free consulting session where I know I'm not going to serve you to the highest level. Mm-hmm. My then objective was to create PDFs. And so I grow my newsletter list offering value. Hey, Jasmine, how do you build a brand? jasminestar.com/branding. I'm like, I don't have enough time, but this is going to serve you well. Jasmine, how do I grow on Instagram? jasminestar.com/Instagram marketing. Like, it's legitimately. So when you say, how do I serve without being overwhelming? Well, you lead with value and just say, hey, I don't usually get into people's DMs. I see that you're hurting with your knee. I have this free PDF. Try it out.
Got it. Got
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Hi, Jasmine. I have a 2-parter.
Great.
One is, what do you think is the balance between having the perfectly curated,
Oh, I love this question.
coiffed
I love that.
Instagram page versus showing your realness and, just real posts? And then is there a different strategy I should be using for stories versus Instagram on the daily posting?
So there was a time, like I could have stand on this exact stage 2 years ago and say, we really need to use our Instagram as a magazine and or a museum. I would say that 1,000% because, it's a division of our brand. But what's happened is that there's been a boomerang effect, that people have been posturing so much that as humans, we now smell the stink. Like, nobody sits with their 3 kids, messy bun, slouch shirt, coffee, empty coffee cup, stack of books, and the kid's like, right? So we look at that and we're like, that's cute. This ain't real. And so you can take a look if you decide ever to get bored enough to scroll back to 2017, see the museum, go to the Instagram of today, and it's like, this is me. Like, it's going to be more of me. Thankfully, portrait mode on iPhone. You'll see a lot of portrait mode on iPhones, like pretty light. My husband has a camera, hey. But like, it's really as much in real time as possible. I have made the strategic decision as much as possible that when I do stories in an outfit, I'm hoping that the outfit on the Instagram post is the same. So people are like, oh, she's actually posting this in real time. So I'm super in the head about how am I making my people feel about this and what kind of journey am I bringing them on. To answer the second part of the question about my story strategy, that is, like, at this point in time, something that's so fun because it's so authentic. There is this temptation to make your stories look so beautiful and coiffed, which I do. I post out pretty stories, but a lot of times too, I'm totally okay with like me, my coffee cup, my dog. I did a boomerang with Amy here in the morning. Like, it's just real and people appreciate that. Hottest leads for me come from Instagram stories.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, doll.
Hi, Jasmine. I love you like so much. So much, girl. Anyway, I'm also a photographer, wedding photographer, and I'm a photography educator. Yay, photographers, woo! So basically, I am at this point where I feel like I have social proof within my brand as a photographer, but I'm kind of like hiding behind my work, if that makes sense. Especially as a wedding photographer, clients, my wedding clients, a lot of them find me on Instagram. Instagram is my platform, like my people are on there. I share myself within every 9, so they can see, but I know you've evolved from photographer to business strategist to just the amazing mogul that you are. And so my question is how to pivot, not hide behind my photos and my work, and like share more of me confidently so that like the education piece, I don't know, I just want to.
You already answered your question, right?
Did I?
Yeah. So good thing I got it recorded. You'll probably see an IGTV in the next 14 business days.
With me on it?
Well, that's what we hope. That's what we hope. The answer to your question is, how do I show up confidently? You show up until you're confident. That's just it. You're not going to magically wake up one morning and say, you know what? I am so confident. I'm going to show up. No. You show up through the sticky, the ugly, the awkward, the haters, going live when nobody's watching you, texting your mom right before you go on, can you please go and leave a comment? You think it's a joke and not something I did myself. Like, you have to text your best friends and just be like, please just go and like it. Like, creep on in your cubicle at work and like hook your sister up. Because I don't do the lives for the people on the live. I do the lives for the people on the replay. Right. The replay's gold. So you just have to say, I am awkward. I don't know the right words. And I will only know how to ride the bike and when I get on the bike and I try. Okay. That's it. That's it. Don't get in your head about it because we want to get it like all strategic about the pivot. Just talk about the things you want to talk about because you are talking about the same thing. When you create content teaching other photographers how to approach a wedding day, your future and prospective brides read it that like, dang, this girl knows her stuff. Yeah. And yes, you do. In the ugly, in the sticky, and the mire, you still show up. That's what's going to attract people to you. You and all of your imperfections are the thing that's going to gravitate people into your orbit.
I just love you.
Man. Thank you. I felt like I needed to take a deep breath after that. I was like, sold.
First of all, the closer you get to the mic, the scarier it gets. And I didn't do my hair. But anyway, I love you. I'm one of those parents that doesn't let their teenagers have Instagram. And my daughter gets on my phone and goes to your account and catches up all the time.
Oh, I love her. She has great taste.
She's 15. She does. She's 15, and you're a great role model. And I love that about you.
Thank you.
So, I'm not a huge fan of social media because I have all these teenagers, right?
Yes.
And it's not great for them. But I started an account, I had 48 followers, and I got 8 people in my program, which crazy, right?
Wow.
Shows that numbers mean nothing. And I think because I wasn't afraid, I had no drama about it.
Okay.
And I'm like, and everyone loves the program, and I get these amazing testimonials.
What's the question?
Second time around, I think I've lost my authenticity. Like, I'm not
No,
getting
you didn't.
people.
No. Here's the thing.
Okay.
It takes just as much energy for you to tell yourself a story, I lost my authenticity, with the equal amount of energy that said, I tapped this same audience of 48 people.
Ah.
It takes so you can choose. If you would like to fight for your limitations to say you were inauthentic, go right ahead. But if you say, I showed up the same way, I really came correct, then the answer is you got to expand your reach. I hear often that my largest launch was my first one, obviously, because it's your first offering to an audience who's been waiting to chomp at the bit. And then you try to hit it again and you don't even hit half because you didn't list build, because you didn't create free content, because you didn't build out those funnels, because you didn't show up live, because you didn't have people, you didn't create content for people to share with their friends to expose you to those new things. If I were you, would choose to believe you just got to do more work to get where you want to go and still be you.
I love that. Thank you.
Thank you. Tell your daughter I said hi, please.